Now, 20 years after the High Court's Mabo judgment, the ABC's Four Corners program will tonight tell the inside story of the decision that threatened to divide a nation.
The program reports on the impact of the historic judgment, the reaction to it, and the negotiations to create the law that would eventually pave the way for native title. Four Corners reporter Liz Jackson joins us now from Sydney. Liz, good morning to you. Do you think all these years down the track Australians fully appreciate the significance of this judgment?
No, in a sense, that's why we're making the program. I think that a lot of people just dismiss the complexity of the High Court decision and basically miss the fundamental shift and the important fundamental shift it made in terms of how we approach our history. And I mean, the judgment was itself enormously welcomed by Aboriginal people, but it was treated with fear, resentment, dismay, dismissal, and finally acceptance.
You speak to some of the key players involved, including the former Prime Minister, Paul Keating. Does he or any of those other key players have any regrets about the way they acted in response to that judgment?
Oh, I think for Paul Keating it was undoubtedly his finest hour. I mean, this was a cause that he adopted. I mean, we talked to Loetcha O'Donoghue tonight, who was at the time the head of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Commission. And she says of Keating, this was something he had decided to do and fought against all odds to get it through. I mean, when I say all odds, there was fierce opposition from the opposition coalition. There was fierce opposition from the mining sector, certainly doubts within the pastoral sector, and as he reveals tonight, certainly doubts within his own party about the electoral damage that pushing this particular Native Title Act through the Parliament would do to the Labor Party.
And that's the point that comes out. He said there were a lot of Labor MPs very nervous and very opposed to what he was pushing ahead with.
Well, he says, yes, that was true throughout. I mean, there's sort of an 18-month period from the time of the judgment to the time of the Act. And right at the very end, it went beyond caucus. And he talks of being approached by senior cabinet ministers and told to drop it. And he just said, well, you must be joking. And the reason they approached him, fundamentally, was they just never thought it'd get through the House. I mean, Labor controlled the House of Representatives but did not control the Senate.
Liz Jackson, thanks for the preview there. And you can see Liz's report on Four Corners on ABC One at 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time tonight.